Okay, using angle of elevation or angle of depression to solve problems. We're still going to use trig, just with an added vocab word, and it's the same solving as level 2s. So what we have here is angle of elevation. Okay, obviously elevation means that you're looking up, and then angle of depression means that you're looking down. Okay, so we got a 15-foot ladder leans against the wall with an angle of elevation of 60 feet. So we're going to draw a picture. So here's my ladder. It's great, I know. It's 15 feet. And then you got your angle of 60 down in there. Okay, so I got a right triangle there. It says, how high up the wall does your ladder rest? So basically, how high is that other side length? So we're going to do the same thing as that we did in level 2s. Okay, label your sides A, O, H. Figure out which sides that you have. I'm trying to find the O side, and I know the 15. So that means I'm going to use sine. So sine 60 equals x over h. The variable's on the top, so this means I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to put sine of 15 sine 60 in my calculator. And you get 12.99. Let's call that 13. And then it says, how far from the wall is the base of the ladder? Round your answer to the nearest tenth. So what it's asking for is that last side of the triangle. Now, you could do Pythagorean theorem to solve it, but what happens if you got A wrong? You'd get B wrong as well. The way to go about doing that is, well, first to get A right, but if you didn't, not the end of the world, you can do use your cosine. So if you're trying to find out now the adjacent side and you know the hypotenuse, we're going to use cosine is 60 equals the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So again, variables on the top, so I'm going to multiply. 15 cosine 60. So A equals 7.5 feet. Okay, last one. In number 8, it says a 50-foot pole has a support wire that runs from the top. Support wire. 50-foot pole has a support wire that runs from the top to the ground with an angle of depression of 75. Now, here's where kids get a lot of these problems wrong. They will always want to put the angle of depression right in there, but that's not where your angle of depression is. Your angle of depression is if you are looking at the top and looking straight out, right here is your angle of depression. Okay, so this right here is 75 degrees. Now, what we do know also is that if you can see, you can draw that Z here. So this angle on the inside is also 75 degrees. So no matter if it's angle of depression or angle of elevation, it's always going to go down in this bottom right-hand corner. Okay, or left-hand corner, depending on where you draw your triangle. But it's going to go on the inside bottom angle. Yeah, so that's how it goes. So in A, it says, how far from the base of the pole does the wire connect to the ground? So you're trying to find here. So again, I'm going to label my triangle A, O, and H from my 75-degree angle. I'm trying to find A. I know O, so I'm going to use tangent. And the variable is on the bottom, which means I'm going to divide 50 by tangent and 75. And I'm going to get 13.39, so we'll call it 13.4. And then how much wire is used round to the nearest tenth? So we're trying to find the hypotenuse. So again, you can do Pythagorean theorem. I'm going to stay away from it because what happens if I got the first one wrong? So in this one, if I'm trying to find H, and I'm going to use the side that was given to me in the problem, which is O, I'm going to use sine. So sine of 75 equals the opposite over the hypotenuse. Again, variables on the bottom, so I'm going to divide. And I got about 48.29, so we'll call that 48.3.